Last time on PaddleHeads Survivor Series, we went from 6 to our final 5 through Jeremy winning his third straight individual challenge, putting himself safely into the final 5, but with a giant target on his back. Today is our finale. We started with 12 contestants. Through challenges and tribals, turns and twists along the way, we are down to our final 5 who will compete in 2 more challenges, trying to make the final 3. The winner of the final 4 challenge will get to choose who they want to bring alongside them to the finale, sending the last 2 into our fan favorite Water Jenga Challenge. The final 3 will make their case to our jury of why they deserve to be the PaddleHeads sole survivor, and we will announce the one winner, the sole survivor of Season 2 of PaddleHeads Survivor Series. Welcome back to PaddleHeads Survivor Series. Survivor contestants, come on in. It is time for another immunity challenge. This is the puzzle race. Each of you will have a 100-piece puzzle. Pretty simple. First to solve the puzzle will be safe at tonight's tribal council. Survivors ready? Go! 100-piece puzzle. Fans, if you've been tuning in along the way, we're down to 5 contestants. We've got Kaya, we've got Jeremy, we've got Sandy, we've got Frank, and we've got Brandy. Pretty simple. They have a 100-piece puzzle. First to solve it will win immunity and be safe at the tribal council just a little bit later. Most of the challenges so far have been physical or endurance-based. This is completely different with a total mental challenge, 100-piece puzzle. We've also had Jeremy win 3 straight immunity challenges. In our last tribal council, I asked the tribe members, how was the vote going? How was gameplay going? And every single one of them admitted, if Jeremy wasn't safe, everyone would be voting for him. You could say Jeremy has a little bit of pressure with this challenge. Most of them seem to be working on the outsides of the puzzle, the frame, and it looks like there might be a leader or 2, but it's too close to call right now. Sandy is getting close to closing out her frame. She is probably 3/4 of the way there on the frame. Just the frame, not the entire puzzle. Based upon where they sit right now, Sandy has 1 piece from closing her entire frame. But Brandy and Kaya have a good layout. They don't have their frame, but they both have a good layout. I would say Frank is right there with them. And I admit, Jeremy seems to be struggling in this puzzle. Again, Jeremy has won 3 straight immunity idols, and every single tribe member has said he has a target on his back. I will now say that it looks like Kaya has caught up, and it is neck and neck between her and Sandy. Kaya has almost her whole lower half done on her 100-piece puzzle. Again, Jeremy is struggling. He says he's struggling a lot. And the wind kicks up and Jeremy's head goes down. There comes the wind with some puzzle pieces. This is the fun part about PaddleHeads Survivor Series. We go through the elements. Kaya has 5, 6 pieces left. Is that it? Kaya wins individual immunity and is safe at today's Tribal Council and is in the final 4 of the PaddleHeads Survivor Series. Kaya, come on over here and grab the immunity moose. Congratulations. Kaya, you are safe at today's Tribal Council. The rest of you, I will see you a little bit later for Tribal Council, where one of you will be going home. Give it up for our Survivor contestants, everybody. Survivor contestants, it is time for Tribal Council. Grab your torch and head on in. All right, welcome to Tribal Council. I'm gonna start with Kaya. You just won immunity on the 100-piece puzzle race. What was, how did it go so well? Because you were at least 2 steps ahead of everybody.
I do a lot of puzzles.
There you have it. Is there any technique that you want to teach the fans?
I take the non-conventional route and I don't do the borders first.
Interesting. Very interesting. Jeremy, you are not good at the puzzle race.
No.
Do you want to give any insight to the fans on how not to do a puzzle?
Just don't do them.
Sounds about right. Jeremy, let's get all serious. Before this challenge, you won 3 straight immunity challenges. You are not safe for this vote. How are you feeling right now?
Thankfully, for the rain delay, I come to terms with it. My strategy was to just try and win as much as I could, and it didn't work, so I guess it is what it is.
It is what it is. Interesting. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol, this would be the last time you could play it. Wow. This is an immunity idol. Are you playing this for yourself? Frank is playing it for himself. Any votes casted towards Frank will not count. Any other hidden immunity idols? With that, I'll read the votes. First vote, Jeremy. Second vote, Frank. That vote does not count. Frank. That vote does not count. Voted out of PaddleHeads Survivor Series, Jeremy. Fans, give it up for Jeremy. Lived in the stadium for 3 days. He was a great competitor. Thanks so much for playing, Jeremy.
It's weird. I definitely don't want to leave early, but I'm also stoked to have a shower and eat something other than a hot dog. I haven't eaten at all today, so I don't think I could stomach another dog. So I'm doing all right. I loved it. I've been trying to find a reason to just be away from technology for a while, and this was definitely needed. I guess I'll be working on puzzles for the next year to be ready for next year's competition.
All right, Survivor fans, it is time for the Final Four competition. We have 4 contestants, and here's how it's going to work. They will have one of these balancing tools right here, and they will have a ball on top. They will start in the first top section with one hand on the pipe, I guess. If the ball falls at any point, they are out of this challenge. If we keep going, every 10 minutes, we will move down to the next section and to the next section until there's one person left. They will be standing on the slope of the hill to make it even tougher. All right, let's go ahead and hand them their balancing tools. All right, go ahead and put your ball on the balance, and this competition will start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hand off the balls. We are in. I think they think it's a lot easier before they took their hand off the ball. The goal is going to be to find a sweet spot and just sit there. We've got Brandy, Frank, Kaya, and Sandy. Whoever wins is safe and automatically in the final 3, and they get the power to bring one person along. And Brandy has dropped her ball. We are down to 3 people left. Just like that, Kaya is also out. Frank and Sandy are left. Still over here, Frank and Sandy left. Frank and Sandy are still going at it. They are looking pretty strong over here in the GA grass. Remember, they are fighting for immunity and an automatic spot in the final 3. They also get the power to bring one person along with them to the final 3, sending the other 2 people to a final competition, and that winner will also make the final 3. They get the power. Frank and Sandy still going at it. This is a testament of focus. This is the most important challenge of the game. You will get the chance to plead your case to be the sole survivor. Fans, if you want Frank to win, make some noise. If you want Sandy to win, make some noise. Frank and Sandy, grab your ball, pause this competition, and move down to the next spacing. You have 10 seconds to get the ball on that dowel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are back. Frank has won. Give it up for Frank, everybody. What a competition. You just earned a lot of power, but talk to me about what that challenge was like.
Yeah, you know, it was tough with the slope. You know, I kept bouncing all around. My arm was tired after 3 days, so it was a challenge, but it was the challenge I knew I had to win, so I just pressed through it.
Well, in just a little bit of time, you have a big decision in front of you. You will get to pick one of these other 3 contestants to come with you into the final 3. They will get a chance to make a case to be the sole survivor. You will send the other 2 to the final challenge of this season of PaddleHeads Sole Survivor. And that competition, the winner will also stand beside you in the final 3, also getting to make a case. It's a tough decision. You have a little bit of time to think about it. Fans, one more time for Frank and that awesome competition. We'll be back shortly with a tough decision. All right, Survivor fans, we have our final 4, and we have our winner of the final challenge for the final 4. Frank, you have a decision here. You get to pick one of these 3 to stand next to you in the final 3. They will also get to make a case why they should be the sole survivor. You already have that spot. You are going to get a case. The other 2 will be sent to the final challenge of the season, where the winner will get also in that final 3. You understand what's at stake here?
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah, I do.
You a little nervous?
You know, a little bit. It's been tough. I got to know these girls like pretty well over the last 3 days, so this is a tough choice. And
what are you thinking with this decision? Now, don't reveal it yet, but like, what's going into the thought of it?
well, you know, you're really thinking about, I guess, what's best for you when you're making that case to the jury.
Oh, libertarian.
You know.
All right.
I'm here to win. So.
Well, if you're here to win, then we want to know, Frank, who are you bringing with you into the final 3?
Yeah, so I'm gonna bring Sandy with me. You know, we started day 1, and I can't think of a better choice.
I understand. Brandy, Kaya, you guys are going to our final challenge. If you guys will meet me up at the press box, we will do the classic water Jenga. We are up by the press box up here. I have Kaya and I have Brandy. They have a water cup filled almost to the brim. They will pour water into the cup without overfilling the cup. Pretty simple. We'll have a live shot on it momentarily, but to add even more stakes, I have a chess clock that has 1 minute on it. Each turn they hit, after their turn, they tap the button. If you run out of time or you overfill the cup, you are out and you are not getting a chance in the final 3. Kyle, I'll have you come around on this side. You cannot go over the brim. Once you have filled major turn, you tap on the blue circle. We're gonna get this challenge going after this next inning break. All right, it is time for the final challenge of this season of PaddleHeads Survivor Series. We have Brandy, we have Kaya. It is water Jenga. They will fill this cup to the brim. If they overfill it, they are out. They also have a chess timer, so they have 1 minute each. All right, Brandy, you're going first? Yeah. All right, hit that clock. And let's go. She's going for a big fill at the beginning. They are shaky from only eating hot dogs. It's still going. Pause the game right there. Pause the game right there. We got to go back to baseball. We will come back for water Jenga. We are back for water Jenga. Let's go live on the video board. It is back to Brandy's turn. What a competition.
For how long?
Wow. That was impressive. Wow, we are still going. Was that it? That's it. Brandy, I'm sorry, that was an overpour. Kaya, you are in our final three. Everyone give it up for Brandy. What a water Jenga competition. Thanks so much for playing. You will be a part of the jury, and in just a few hours, we will hear from the final three, and you will help us decide who our sole survivor is. All right, it is time for our Make Our Case. Let's bring in our jury. Jury, you guys can stand right here. Our final three is Sandy, Frank, and Kaya. Not Frank. Yes, Frank. Jeez, it's been 3 days. Jury, they are going to make a case for 30 seconds of why they deserve to be the sole survivor, and then when we go back to baseball, you will be voting for who you think deserves the PaddleHeads Sole Survivor and 2 season tickets. Sandy, you're first.
Thank you. I believe that I deserve those season tickets because not only do I live right down the street on Wyoming, I'm super close. I have a 2-year-old right now, so at 3 years old, he and I will be having a blast at these games, and he loves sports so much. So do this for my little boy.
Yeah, so I feel like I deserve to win because I feel like I played a pretty clean game. Lots of strategic planning. I had my hand in basically everything. Every big decision that happened, I meddled hard. I won. I was there for the physical challenges as well, crucial times, and I got to know all of you guys. So
I think that I should be a sole survivor because I stayed true to my intro statement. I was here to play clean game, save my alliances, and that's what I did through and through. I didn't stop going back, and I played a good game.
All right, you have heard their case. We're going to go back to baseball. You will be voting for who you think deserves to be the sole survivor. Fans, who do you think should it be? Should it be Sandy? Should it be Frank? Or should it be Kaya? It's going to be close. In the next inning break, we will reveal who our Season 2 PaddleHeads Sole Survivor is. Give it up for all of our contestants. They did an awesome job. It is time to decide our PaddleHead Survivor Series winner. We have the final vote right now. Final three, go ahead and stand on up. It's time to read the final votes. We are voting for the winner. First vote, Frank. Second vote, Kaya. Next vote, Kaya. Next vote, Sandy. Winner of PaddleHeads Season 2, Kaya! Congratulations, Kaya! You are our sole survivor. You win PaddleHeads season tickets. Everybody give it up for all these contestants. And Kaya, we have one more announcement. Jeremy, you were the fan favorite this season. You win a flex pack to this season games. Congratulations on being the fan favorite. Kaya, Jeremy, all of our contestants, congratulations. Thanks so much for competing in PaddleHeads Survivor Series. One more round of applause for these guys.
I am so shocked. I did not expect any of this going in. I really thought I was going to get voted out like yesterday morning, but I'm happy to be here, and I think that I played the game well and that I deserve to be here. Be kind to everyone. There's no reason to backstab, and it'll just get you farther behind than it'll put you ahead, and to not enjoy hot dogs as much as I used to. I think it's a great experience. I'm so glad that I did it. I'm shocked that more people weren't so amped about like just being able to get the experience, and really shocked about the drama between Brandy and Frank. That is a wrench. That is a wrench in the game.
I was so mad. I was so mad. So shocked. Like I think it was all over my face. I was trying really hard to recover and like be stoic. But I was quite surprised after eating and maybe gaining some clarity. Good play for TV. Yeah, you know what? He played a good game. Did I vote for him? Absolutely not. But he played a great game. He really turned it around. I'm regretting giving him half of my immunity idol, but like I didn't have to worry about that vote anyway, so it's kind of whatever. But I was just, yeah, very surprised.
You kind of knew early on, either at the end of day one or early in day two, that you were going to be near the finals. You know, you basically said Final Four. You felt really good about getting there.
Yeah.
What kind of advice would you give to someone who's playing this game maybe for the first time?
For the first time, well, I think all of our advice would be a little bit different, but you know, I've said it and I'll say it forever clearly, I don't outplay. You know, I don't do well at the challenges, especially the physical ones. So you have to go in with a strategy of making friends and making alliances. You can't be afraid to have the hard conversations. That was like a big thing that was going on at the beginning. Nobody wanted to talk about who were we gonna vote out. You know, so you kind of have to be the one to start that and say, well, I think maybe we should do this, and like, it just might be easier, you know, whatever, just like really, you know, talk it up, talk about it, and, you know, but also be true to yourself. Like I would say, who I was out there is who I am. I didn't want to change my personality, and I think that's important. You need to still be genuine, and you've got to want it, and you've got to, you know, really make good friends, but then you can't be afraid to do what you have to do to get to the end. So it's a really hard balance to walk, but my advice, come in with a strategy, know your strengths. If it's not the challenges, better make some friends. Yeah, I think I want to say some more about the Frank situation. I said before, we're really good friends, you know, impressive play. Didn't see it coming, blindsided, true Survivor fashion, you know, but it's really tough. Like, we got breakfast on Friday morning before we started this whole ordeal. You know, he was at my house. We found out on Wednesday that we were selected as contestants and went for beers that same day and started strategizing. So I guess like I'm really curious, when did he plan it? When was he thinking? Was it the whole time? He knew he was gonna stab me in the back? Can't say I didn't think about it. I definitely thought about it. You know, there's a couple times I think I could have gotten him out, but you know, friends are friends. And he's going off to the Air Force, so I would have had his season tickets, I at least know that much. But I just couldn't bring myself to vote for him at the end there. Couldn't do it. And I hope he feels bad. Frank, I hope you feel bad. I hope you watch this, and I hope you put your head down, you shake your head, and you text me and apologize again. And maybe by the time this episode comes out, I'll forgive you.
Yeah, so I mean, Brandy's really strategic. You know, like the entire time we were here this weekend, she was just like she also had her hand in everything. She was basically doing everything. Like she was a plotter, and I really just viewed her as the biggest threat. I thought my best chances for winning was just to knock her out. And did that work? Absolutely not. But, you know, it made things interesting. So, you know, at least there's that. Brandy and I would like meet up in the morning at like 5:30 and have like these little talks about how we're gonna like go on throughout the day. And this morning we did that. And like while we were doing that, I was like, but it would also be great if I could like sneak in a way to like get Brandy. So, you know, I was just, you know, I was plotting. Yeah.
Kind of was hoping, obviously I was hoping I'd win, but I kind of had like a little bit of me thinking I was going to, just because, you know, the whole play on my kid. I live so close, I'm gonna have a 3-year-old next year, and it would be great for us to come down anytime we want. But the majority of the folks that were on the jury I was never on a tribe with them until we got together. I'm pretty sure it was, except for Aubrey. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I wasn't on a tribe with anybody. So Kaya was on the tribe with all of them, and then, you know, tribe till you die, and that's how I got to the final 3, and that's why Frank picked me, because we've been on the same tribe ever since the beginning. So, yeah, I think that really does matter. Gosh, I feel like I've been here for a month, at least. It was only Friday. You know, this was a blast. I had so much fun doing this. I came in here wanting to do the experience, and then after, because I've been to a few baseball games and they were a lot of fun, and I come here with my kiddo and it's a lot of fun, but I don't come here that often. But I was like, Survivor, that sounds like a lot of fun. After being in the stadium watching a couple of games and like seeing how awesome it is, like I don't remember baseball games being this fun. So I was really invested after that, and I really wanted to win. And so that's how we strategized. I had no idea that Frank was playing me like a little puppet, apparently, because he had a lot of scheming going on, and I was like, yeah, that's a good idea, let's do that. And then so I would do like my little thing, trying to get votes, getting people voted out and stuff like that. So I didn't realize until about an hour ago that he was playing me like a fiddle, but in a good way, because I got to the top 3, so that's good. And then, you know, the challenges were great. I'm so happy we didn't have to run today, because I don't think my legs could honestly do it. I was really disappointed today about the marble and the PVC pipe. And yeah, I was disappointed about that because I was killing it. I was the only one who didn't drop it, and I had a strategy doing it, and I was just going, and then I'm almost to the finish line, and then here comes Jeremy. Right past me, and that's why we voted him out, because he is the best at like everything. So, and that's probably why I won fan favorite. So, I guess I don't really have much on my mind because it's still all like kind of surreal right now. I do need a shower, that's for sure, and look at my face. And yeah, it's gonna be weird going back to the real world, even though I live just down the street. I feel like I was very far away. All in all, 10 out of 10 experience.
I knew I was going to make it to the Final 4 having like a hidden buddy, right? Or at least very close. And so I felt like I was like cocky in my interviews about like, no, I'm not worried. No, I'm not worried. But we didn't do interviews in between all these things. And I will say, even if you feel really confident, the worry gets so real. You know, your shakiness, your sureness, as soon as it's down to like 6 people, you really don't know what's going to happen. And anybody could flip at any moment. And it's what made it really fun, and it's also what made it really stressful. So maybe it really is. I was hoping you could outwit to outlast, but I think you've got to have some outplay in there. You got to have it all, and that's what makes you a good survivor.
You know, this was a really great experience. I think I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about the people who are also in this tournament or challenge with me. It was great. I highly recommend it to anybody who wants to do it, because it was so much fun. The hot dogs, maybe not great, but the entire experience overall, super awesome.